it hit the news today that, San Francisco and California too, but San Francisco's got its own task force on reparations. And San Francisco's its task force has recommended $5 million for the Black people in San Francisco. And California's going to follow suit. They've got their own task force about to make a similar recommendation, though we don't know the numbers there. And the requirements to get it do not require you to show that you are the descendant of a slave, because slavery was never allowed in California. You basically just have to be Black or be identifying as Black for the past 10 years. Just identifying, okay?
Identify.
Plus one other random thing, it's a very easy list. Most people are going to be able to say they qualify. And when pressed, how did you come up with $5 million per person? In a city that has got a budget overload, so does the state, and so on. They're already not able to pay their bills with these. They're never going to be able to afford this. Their answer was, like kind of
Sounds
ballparked.
like California policy.
Ballparked. Why not? Right? So good. I feel like, I'm sorry, I think of our friend David Sachs, out there of the All In podcast. I feel for somebody like that. I feel for Adam Carolla, who's been raising his kids out there and he doesn't want to leave the state in which he's been for so long. But these guys are going to get screwed because that state and that city are going to do something like this. And they're going to be doling out money to people who have absolutely no claim to anything close to reparations.
Yeah, well, I think everybody should start getting a DNA test, right? If there's no real qualification.
Yeah, it worked out well for Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah.
Right. Start identifying immediately.
186th or something like that.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you got $5 million in the bank. That ain't bad.
Yeah, but back to the point of the David Sachs of the world, California's looking at now taxing former residents of California who flee.
Yeah.
They're not even going to let you leave at this point before they get some of the money for the reparations.
Flee.
So, I feel terrible for those people.
That ought to teach them.
Yeah.
Right?
It is a fleeing.
California. Be careful.
Well, wait. So did you hear, on the reparations issue, it's interesting because who pays the reparations and who doesn't? Who's a slave owner descendant and who is a slave descendant? It's trickier than you might think. I wasn't even going to cover this story today, but I did think it was kind of interesting, kind of ties into that news. Angela Davis, all right, racial activist, longtime member of the Communist Party, Black Panther. She's one of these Marxist leftists, Black Panthers who hates America, wants CRT taught in schools. Racism is embedded in the fabric of our country. One of her favorite quotes was on the FBI's most wanted fugitive list. Of course, now she's a college professor. Straight out of Central Cast.
Sounds like a good college resume.
The resume hit left-wing bingo there.
Totally, right? She's now professor at University of California, Santa Cruz. Okay, so she went on the Henry Louis Gates show, Finding Your Roots, where he finds out, where do you come from? Where are your ancestors? You can't make this up. This is so delicious. I don't know if you guys have heard this story. It's delicious. She was flabbergasted, according to PBS.org, to find out that both sides of her family were white and her ancestors were, slaves and slave owners. And not just that, but at least one grandpa or great-great-great-great-grandpa, whatever, was William Brewster, who was one of the 101 people on board the Mayflower. Straight
Mayflower. Unbelievable. Fork it over, Angela. Where's the $5 million?
Yes, exactly. We have a soundbite. Let's play a soundbite. Here we go. Yeah, here it is from the show, Sat 9.
Any idea what you're looking at? That is a list of the passengers on the Mayflower.
No, I can't believe this. No. My ancestors did not come here on the Mayflower.
Your ancestors came on the Mayflower.
No.
You are descended from one of the 101 people who sailed on the Mayflower.
Oof. That's a little bit too much to deal with right now.
Did you ever, in your wildest dreams, think that you may have descended from people who laid
Never.
the foundation
Never.
for this country?
Never.
Okay. Maybe she'd like to reevaluate all of her Black Panther and her BLM protesting. America's a terrible country, all those racists who established it and the slave owners. You mean your people, Angela?
I mean, on the upside, that should get her country club membership to some places in New England if you're related.
New England.
I bet she celebrates Thanksgiving a little differently.
I
bet she doesn't change a thing.
Too. You end up with the Mayflower. It's like, Anne, you're a daughter of the Confederacy.
It's spectacular, right? It's like, so truly, like, there's no sorting any of this out. California, and nor will it try to. But truly, like, she's in California, right? You see Santa Cruz. Does she get the money or does she pay the money? How are we going to figure it out? Because she's got, black skin, but she's part white, and she's both descended from slaves and slave owners, though she was never, like, she's from California where we didn't have slavery, and Mayflower. So does she pay or does she cash the check? What does it sound like when you find the secret to great skincare? Here's Mary and her husband from Faith, North Carolina, to tell you. My husband and I both noticed, she writes, that our skin is softer and smoother after having used the Genucel products faithfully for a few weeks. Our skin looks brighter, our wrinkles look softer and less noticeable, and the bags under my eyes are less visible. So happy. Best of all, she continues, they are easy to use and apply, even for my husband. Genucel products target all your problem areas, like Mary's, plus dark spots, skin redness, and even a sagging jawline. Genucel works for men and women of all skin types, and with its immediate effects product, see results in 12 hours guaranteed or your money back. Right now, Genucel's most popular package, all their best stuff, includes their new probiotic extract moisturizer for visibly healthier, more youthful-looking skin, free. Go to Genucel.com/MK60. Genucel.com/MK60 for surprise savings at checkout. And for a limited time, any subscription order will include a free beauty box plus free shipping. GENUCEL.com/MK60. Check it out now. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.